So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. Of course, my name is Stefan Run. We're here until 8 o'clock. It is Thursday morning. We have a packed show this morning. We have 3 interviews this morning. 3. All right. And the first one will be in this first hour with Dennis Tay. And I'll give you some information on who Dennis Tay is. And we're going to talk about this situation with the cyclists that seems to be forgotten. And I'm not going to let that be forgotten because too often we drop the ball with certain things in this country and things are forgotten and everybody just moves on. I have not seen to date a release from the Cycling Federation or Association. I will see if Dennis has seen anything issued by them on that tragic incident that occurred. There are a lot of conversations around that facility and we're going to get the insight from Dennis. All right, and that's after this headlines segment. We also have the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago coming in this morning. April is the month of autism. And Amoy will be here, she's the head, as well as Angel with the holistic touch. And Angel is the one responsible for the massage therapy that you all get after the run. So they're going to be here. We're going to chat a little bit about that and this being the month of autism. And then we have a third interview that revolves around spiritual Baptists and an event that's coming up very soon. What? It's the festival. Right. So we will talk about that with them inside the second hour. So for now, let's get into the headlines this morning as we get things cracking. A very unfortunate incident occurred yesterday at Pigeon Point. Jet ski horror is the headline. And a 7-year-old girl has died after a collision at Pigeon Point, and a manhunt is now on for the operator of that jet ski. A perfect day at the beach ended in horror yesterday after a runaway jet ski plowed into a vacationing Barrackpore family and killed 7-year-old Angelica Jogi at Pigeon Point in Tobago. Scores of visitors, both local and foreign, were at the popular beach relaxing after the Easter weekend when tragedy struck. According to reports, around 4:30 p.m., Jogi was playing in the water with a large group of relatives within the area designated for bathing only, when the jet ski suddenly motored past the barrier and slammed into Angelica, her parents and her uncle. The jet ski operator never stopped and remained on the run from the police last night. Well, brother, when they hold you, they go lost you, you know. The incident caused massive panic as relatives pulled the bleeding and unconscious child to the shore. Lifeguards rushed to their assistance and administered CPR, but Angelica remained unresponsive. Concerned onlookers found a doctor, a UK visitor, vacationing on the island who was at the beach, who also tried in vain to resuscitate the girl. All right? Let me tell you something, eh? Some of these jet ski operators just overdo it, eh? They just be swing, 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 and speeding and flying past. You understand what I'm saying? And I remember, Chris, where were we, in Antigua? I think we were in Antigua here, and I was thinking to myself in my mind, not out loud, if them fellas lose control of that, where that jet ski would end up. You know what I mean? And I recently, well, last year when I went on the Boys Lime in Tobago, we were at Pigeon Point. We had many beaches, so we went to Pigeon Point. And some of them, you know what I mean, they really, you know, they're speeding past, boom, boom, vish, fash, fat. You understand? And unfortunately, and this incident occurs now. And the most we could offer is condolences to the family of the 7-year-old, Angelica. And this is what life is like. This is the reality of life. Is that you wake up one morning and you go to have a good day. And then, just like that, your life can be taken. And this is why, you know, I am trying to stop stressing over the things that I have no control over. You understand? Because you gotta live your life and enjoy your life, man. You know what I mean? As best as you can, because these things can happen. It's unfortunate. But an unfortunate incident occurs to with everybody at some point in time in their life. And some are fatal. And these jet ski operators have to be more responsible in the way that they market these jet ski rides and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Was very unfortunate. And, well, we have some footage of them trying to resuscitate on the beach, but I don't think we should, Yeah, I feel we should pause on that now. Let me don't play that. What do you think? We go leave it alone, yeah. I think we should play that, you know? It's too early in the morning for that kind of drama. All right. Owing millions. Remember the owing millions headline. Don't throw fets while owing millions, Amin tells corporations. So, don't throw a fet if you are owing money. This was the message from Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, yesterday as she warned municipal corporations burdened by hundreds of millions of dollars in debt to prioritize settling arrears. Amin spoke with reporters after meeting mayors, chairmen, and CEOs at the San Fernando City Hall Auditorium, where submissions were being finalized ahead of the government's mid-year budget review. She said the local government system has long been strained by financial shortfalls, with allocations approved in previous budgets but not released. And she estimated that total debt across corporations could reach $1 billion, citing the Tunapuna-Piarco Regional Corporation alone as owing $30 million to contractors for scavenging services, with legal correspondence now being sent to its office. And several corporations, she said, are months behind on payments. So if you're owing, don't go and spend money to Fed if you're owing money. But unfortunately, that's Trinidad and Tobago. People just take loan to play mass, you know. Anyway, the Prime Minister has announced an energy mission to Venezuela. And she said yesterday that a team will hold talks to ensure that Trinidad and Tobago gets their just share of cross-border resources. The Prime Minister made this comment yesterday when she was speaking at the $69 million fire tender handover ceremony in Pinal. We have footage of the Prime Minister. Yeah? The Prime Minister clip. Yeah, run it down. Let's hear what she had to say. Yeah. All right. And of course, these comments come amid long-standing negotiations between two countries, Venezuela and Trinidad and Tobago, over joint energy reserves, particularly the Dragon Gas field and the Loran Manatee field. And we know the little tensions that was there with the United States of America and the Southern Caribbean, the position that our Prime Minister took, the crosstalk between Delcy Rodriguez and some of the members of the Maduro government towards the Prime Minister. I think they declared a persona non grata at a time, if I'm not mistaken. And now Delcy Rodriguez, of course, while she's at the helm, and I tell you this, I don't know what part she played in Maduro's capture, but she seems to be favored for now by the U.S., and maybe that could be because of some role that she may have played. Because the sanctions have been removed, they have allowed her to run the country until an election takes place. So she's in charge until an election takes place, and now she has to play ball, and she seems to be willing to do so when not speaking under the Maduro rule, right? So now she has her own position, and she calling the shots. So I guess we'll see where it goes, but this is what we have it here. What? Oh God, Adam, move on. I can't wait on that. All right, so I'll tell you what. A businessman has been killed by a relative during a quarrel. Alexander mourns loss of friend, urges focus on family and crime prevention. So Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander has expressed shock and grief over the killing of businessman Steve Ghani Jr., revealing that he had spent time with him just days before his death. Ghani Jr., age 37, of Alexander Road, Vista Bella, San Fernando, was gunned down yesterday morning around 10 a.m. after a confrontation with a female relative at his home. All right, so this news broke yesterday. As a matter of fact, the newscaster where I work on radio, he went to school with this guy, you know what I mean? And this was one of the, that news hit early yesterday morning. The Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service gets 6 new fire tenders to boost emergency response. So after years of limited equipment and delayed responses to emergencies, the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service has received a major operational boost with the handover of 6 new fire tenders valued at $69 million. And Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bisesa officially commissioned the fleet at the Penal Fire Headquarters on Clark Road yesterday, describing the move as a critical step in strengthening national emergency response and protecting underserved communities. The fleet comprises 5 water tenders and a specialized heavy rescue vehicle designed to respond to hazardous material, which is hazmat incidents, road traffic accidents, and complex rescue operations. All right, and the equipment will be deployed across Penal, Mayaro, Princestown, Point Fortin, and Tobago, areas that have long faced challenges due to limited firefighting resources. All right, so fire tenders well, hopefully they don't have wooden ladders. Yes? Yeah, I doubt they'll have wooden ladders. I will, boy, you could imagine that. Regional leaders voiced their positions on Caricom row. So, Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister Gaston Brown says his country will be staying out of the impasse between Trinidad and Tobago and Caricom, despite being drawn into the controversy by this country's Foreign Affairs Minister. Meanwhile, Guyana President Dr. Irfan Ali has openly backed the reappointment of Dr. Carla Barnett and defended the process behind it. And speaking with the media yesterday, Gaston Brown took a more cautious approach, saying he does not want to add fuel to the fire. All right, and like I said, we'll see where that goes. But I'll tell you this, if it is that was not on the agenda, good? If that was not on the agenda and the vote took place with certain Caricom leaders not present and their absence leading to them not being able to cast a vote, then something is wrong somewhere. Anyway, Aldermen upset as MP hosting separate Point Fortin Borough Days activities. What's going on here? Aldermen of the Point Fortin Borough Corporation are raising concerns that the government may be facilitating separate events by Member of Parliament Ernesto Kesa while the corporation struggles to fund Borough Day 2026. And Aldermen Brianna Fortune John and Kobe Sandy voiced their concerns following the circulation of a media invitation for Point Fortin Borough Fusion 2026. listed under KISA's auspices. And the event promotes 6 nights of free live performances from April 25th to May 2nd, featuring top artists and entertainers, prompting questions about funding and coordination with official Borough Day celebrations scheduled from April 11 to May 2nd. Well, I know we had 3 members from the corporation on, including the mayor, or the deputy mayor it was, on last week, and they were speaking to the lack of funding, right? So the question is, if the government is giving him funding, the MP, and no funding towards the corporation to host this, the Point Fortin Borough Day celebrations, which is an annual event. It's on the calendar. It's a big event in Point Fortin that takes place. So I don't see any reason for any other type of events to take place. Take the funding and put it into the regular celebrations. So this comes as a surprise to me, as well as it would come to a surprise, I guess, to the alderman in the Point Fortin Borough Corporation. So let me see in the article if they got on to KISA. Oh, okay. Just somewhere. Yeah, there's a part of the article here where KISA did respond. I don't have time to read the whole thing. But he said that what he's doing is not going to rival Borough Day. In fact, it will enhance the celebrations, as it is not scheduled in a way that conflicts with their program. And he said he had deliberately avoided interfering with the corporation's plans. He said, I quote, "I made it clear from the beginning that I am not trying to interfere with their organization," adding that he was unaware of the multiple meetings referenced by the alderman. And he maintained his focus is on collaboration. So we'll see if that matter sorts out itself. Because I know they were struggling for funding when they spoke to us last week. And finally, a woman was lured outside of her St. Joseph home and shot dead. In the background, they're looking like the food place in Maraval. Anyway, a 44-year-old woman from St. Joseph was shot dead after being lured outside her home yesterday afternoon. Police said Trisha Maraj, a landlady, was at her home at Mungia Trace, Riverside Road, around 3:35 p.m. when a gold-colored Tida pulled up outside. She reportedly received a call from someone claiming to be selling a vehicle who told her he was outside her home. Maraj then went outside where a gunman exited the car and shot her several times. The attacker was seen returning to the back seat of the car before it sped off. And one of Maharaj's relatives heard the gunfire and on checking found her bleeding. He took her to hospital where she was declared dead shortly after. Well, that seems to be a hit. That is a hit. If somebody call you outside your house and then you walk outside and a man come out of a vehicle and Lego 7 at you, that is a hit. That's no random thing there. Anyway, we are 23 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. It is Thursday morning. We have a call-in interview coming up after the break with Dennis Tay, where we will talk about the cyclists, the autistic people. Nice. They're on in the second hour, right? So we're going to touch base with Dennis. I want to find out about the event that took place over the Easter weekend, that venue, and the history of that venue, because I understand from several cyclists that they don't even ride on in that venue again. right? And we'll find out why. So we're gonna get to the break. But as we go to the break, let me just remind you guys about a few things. Right. So we have Chef Shiraz, and today is the 9th of April, and in 2 days' time, on the 11th of April, the Creative International Cuisine and the Food Costing Workshop will take place. You can maybe inquire from Chef if there are any spots available still, but you could call him or WhatsApp him on 3724639 or 7375097. So get in contact with Chef today and organize yourself as it relates to those two courses, which will start this weekend. And Chef will be in studio come tomorrow morning. Also, the Keolic range of products backed by science with over 900 scientific research and clinical trials. And all are made from the aged garlic extract. And there are several products in this range, including the probiotics and the Keo Green Powder Drink Mix, along with the Keolic Cholesterol Health, the Total Heart Health, the Circulation Health, the Blood Pressure Health, and the Cleanse and Digestion. So you just have to visit any pharmacy or health store across the country. And for more information, you could always WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. And you'll get all the information you need there on Keolic. And finally, Steel Force Caribbean Limited. Of course, they are located at number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal. And they are your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication. And they offer full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection. And of course, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set at API standards. They do offer that wide range of services for residential, commercial, and industrial clients. And they do extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So give them a call on 490-2771 or 399-7590. It is Steel Force Caribbean Limited, reinventing the standards on how we handle steel. And do not forget that Run, Stefan Run. We're in full swing. We are 19 days away, if I'm not mistaken, from Run, Stefan Run. So make sure and get registered, people. We just have a few spaces left, all right? And you go to trinbagoevents.com, trinbagoevents.com, and you could register there online. You could use your debit card or your credit card to pay. If you do not want to do that and you prefer to pay cash, you could go to any sports and games outlet in Trinidad and Tobago. That is any sports and games outlet, including the new one at Eastgate Mall. And you could register there. They will give you a promo code. You just follow the instructions on the card and you go and you get yourself registered. And we are over 800 and we're going to be locking off very soon. Just yesterday, Mark Anthony, I was passing Mark Anthony in the hallway, and he said, when is the run again? I said, the 26th April. He said, right, I still have some time. I said, if you feel so, but I ain't think you have time, you know, brother, because we're only doing a certain amount of people, and as we do a certain amount of people, I'm going to lock off when the time comes, right? So I would imagine that he got himself in a gear and went and got registered. So we urge you to get registered. It is $200. It's a contribution. Remember, we are giving part of the proceeds to the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We do try to assist a charity with every event that we do. For Christmas, we do the cerebral palsy, and for the run, we're dealing with the Autistic Society and Autism, right? So please go get registered. We're in crunch time here. Jerseys are almost completed, printing. As soon as I get all those jerseys done, I am going to start to distribute. Distribution will take place right here at Synergy TV. I will give you all the date and the times. All right, the dates and the time. It will be 2 days of distribution right here at Synergy TV. And if you need more information on the run, you can call 345-3380. That is 345-3380. You have any problems getting registered, you could call 482-5531. That is 482-5531. If you want to come on and you want to sponsor a prize, as many people have been, like Blazers. Blazers will be sponsoring the first prize yet again. And the first prize, do not forget, is $5,000. $5,000 to the winner. All right? And the entire prize structure it is 5,000 by 3,000 for second place, 2,500 for third. Then you get 2,000 for fourth. Actually increase some of those spots by a few $100 this year. You get 15 for fifth. You get 1,000 for sixth. And then 7, 8, 9, and 10 is 8, 7, 6, 5. Right? So we're paying up to 10th place. So tell a friend to tell a friend. It is the largest prize structure in Trinidad and Tobago for a 5K. Because I focus on encouraging youths into running. Not because of the free thing you just get after, but because you could get a good payout, a good payday. All right? And somebody was telling me yesterday, they say, you know, your run is one of the few runs, if not the only run, that all the top runners will show up to. All. They say very rare to get all the top runners showing up at the same meet, right? Because remember, all them fellas and them trying to make the little money. So you have 5 and 6 5Ks going on or whatever, or races going on a weekend. So one set will go here, next set will go there, next set. But all of them just come to this event because they know it is paid. And we're encouraging young people. I'm looking forward to seeing Shania Moore this year continue her consistency. I am also very interested to see how Anil Roberts' daughter will run against Shania Moore, because he have a kind of super athlete there. She had all kind of sports, and I saw her run at a meet the other day, and she have some toes. Now, whether she have it over a 5K is a different thing, but we will see. But I'm very interested. He tell me, we ready? I say, all right, all ready, you sure? I say, all right, yes, but boy, but I'm back in Shania Moore. All right, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm looking forward to see where Shania measures up to Samantha Shukla this year as well, because Samantha was not there last year. She was injured, I believe. And I'm waiting to see how Shania measures up and if she has cut down some of that gap, because Samantha usually wins, and Shania Moore runs second. But during the period 2023 when we started the run, when I first met them, was Samantha and Shania, but Shania would have been, I think, like probably 9 years old or 10 years old at the time. Now, I mean, she's either 3 or 4 years older, and she would be more developed and things like that now. So she could only get faster as she develops. So it's going to be very interesting to see. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see the times that they bring back. We will have extra mile there. And extra mile, I think they do this engraving on the back of your medal for a small fee. So like I told you all, walk with a little money, because we're encouraging the Autistic Society of Trinidad to be able to come out with their jerseys and stuff, things that you could buy and support and that kind of thing now. All right, we want to make it a day of full support for autism. So do not miss the run. Please go get registered. And I'll see you guys on the 26th of April. Well, I'll see you for the distribution, but the 26th of April, all right, for the actual run. We take the break. When we come back, we'll have Dennis Tay with us on the line. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this. Hello? Stefan Run Productions? Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. Where you getting? Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Run Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we're dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast, along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run, Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. If you have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run, Stefan Run.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night. Gospel Powerhouse Thai Tribet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley has the band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The Ultimate Celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Thank you.
Earlier, you see this Lord Kitchener Legacy? Get your tickets now.
On Saturday, April 18th, which is the 104th birthday of Lord Kitchener, come be a part of the Lord Kitchener Legacy at Napa. A musical extravaganza celebrating the works of his Grand Master with protégés like Chuck Gordon, Terry Lyons, Gypsy, Pink Panther, Anselm Douglas, Young Breda, College Boy Jesse, and a chip off the old block himself, Colonel Roberts. Special guest appearances by the Lydian Singers and Super Podman Dane Gulston.
Backing band, the renowned Vince Rivers and the Soca Unit.
MC Alan the Entertainer. One show only. Saturday, April 18th. Napa. Showtime 6 p.m. Tickets $300 and $250 with a limited amount of early bird tickets now on sale at $15 less. When it done, it done.
Available at islandetickets.com. Crosby's, GAC Electrical, opposite Starlight, Diego Martin Main Road, Jumbo Foods Barataria, All Kenny Sports, Western Union, Tuna Buna, All Extra Foods, Supermarket, Athletes by the Park, Palini Drugs, San Fernando. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Josia didn't warn you.
Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Meje, Awo, Oshun presents the annual Ogun Festival 2026. Sunday, 12th April from 3 p.m. sharp at number 22 Church Street, Matarita, Arima. For more information, call 388-46 06 or 464-9258. The annual Ogun Festival 2026 is on.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountains. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. You need to fly right up to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn. We're just about 17 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock, and we have a call-in interview now with Dennis Tay of TT Game Plan. He's with me via the phone line. Now, Dennis is going to speak on the incident that happened to the cyclist Colin Wilson, now deceased after an incident at an event at Skinner Park over the Easter weekend. So we want to bring him in on the phone line. Hello, good morning, Dennis.
Hey, morning, Stefan. Good morning to all your listeners.
Nice, man. Dennis, just for clarity, could you just give us a little insight or a little history into your knowledge in terms of cycling?
First of all, I've been a cycling fan since the mid-80s. I started following cycling in about 1984. And that year, Nelsonville came down to Trinidad. He was the American sprint champion. He was a Pan Am sprint champion. He came down to Trinidad and he rode in the Harima Grand Prix. At the same time, I just became a cycling fan. And I attended. The only thing that stopped me from attending Harima Grand Prix during the 80s and 90s was when I left to go on work on a cruise ship. I've been an avid cyclist, a promoter. I work with a club for maybe the past 7 years.
Right.
Just before the COVID pandemic. I ride bikes myself. I only recently sold my bike after I had to I faced some financial difficulties, let's put it this way. I said, you know what, that bike's standing up there, I ain't ride it for a while. But people ask me about some of the comments I'm gonna tell you, right? Where's his engineering degree? What is making him speak on this?
Right.
Listen, my credentials in this are irrelevant. Irrelevant. Stevie Wonder could have seen that happen. And you would ask Stevie for the credentials. The bottom line is this, right? The people who should know are silent. The people who have all of the palmares and all of the world medals and the championship medals, aside from Gene and aside from a couple other people, they've been silent. You know why? They don't want to get blacklisted.
Right.
You can't take away money from me that they don't give me.
Right.
So I'm putting that right here. Right? This is not about money for me. This is not about anything. Most of the over 1 million photographs that I would have taken, right? I have 24 terabytes of photos and videos on mainly Trinidad and Tobago sports. I've been doing this, I've been on your show, I've been a co-host on your show. I've been doing this since 1996.
Yeah.
So when people ask me about what, you can ask me, ask that question. Just don't worry about how a man should bust so on a track. When you leave home to go and ride in a master's event with your partner, who's also my very good friend. Right?
Right.
Talk about that.
No, well.
And don't worry about what certificates I have on my wall. But anyhow, go ahead.
Yeah, I spoke to several cyclists called me over the weekend, and in talking to me, I said, listen, who you recommend anybody for an interview? And all of them say, talk to Dennis Tay. So I say, okay, no problem. And I know you're a man in the sports for many, many years, in terms of coverage and participation and, like you said, promoting and things like that. And, I look at the incident, and, I mean, anybody with common sense is supposed to ask certain questions here. If a rider, a cyclist, according to the information, he was trying to avoid a fallen rider, right? That's the information I got in the article.
That's not really what happened.
But that's not really what happened. What is it that happened?
Okay, so the race was a six lap race, and this was either the first or second lap, right? I just kept so.
Right.
He was riding. The guy in the front of the race was like a donkey kick. His back wheel flicked up high. The guy was in the front, on the bottom, on the inside of the track, right? The velodrome, you always have the bottom of the track is always on your left side. The outside is always on your right side, right? That's how the direction of travel is anywhere you're going to work.
Right.
So this guy down in the bottom on the right side, left side, and he does a donkey kick. These bikes have no brakes. So everybody see that and they think, oh, he's going to fall, so let me drift to avoid that. Right? So everybody just to the left. The guys in the back, right, who are now trying to catch up, they drifted. But because of the way the track is designed, when you go to Harima Velodrome, the track is designed properly. When you go to the Kuva, track is designed properly. Even the
Okay.
So the guys in the back drifted out, and they kept going and they kept drifting further towards the fence. So this guy, I'm not going to call his name, I'm not going to call his club, because it has nothing to do with him. Right?
Right.
Colin was going outside because he was going a little faster than this guy, and he was going outside. So instead of slowing down, he just drifted outside. And the guy just kept going because there was nothing to stop him from going.
Right.
So everybody saying he pushed him into the side. He said, no, the track was supposed to keep him down, but instead it kept sliding him out. It's like if you're spinning a ball on a plate, Stefan, right? Versus if you're spinning it on a ball, if you're spinning it on the ball, the sides of the ball will keep the ball inside. But spin it on a plate, the ball will just fly off to the side. So that's what happened. And unfortunately, Colin got hooked up on a section of the fence that, and I don't want to say things that would be used as, how to put it, evidence. Because I wasn't there. What I heard is he got hooked up on a fence. It is alleged that he got hooked up on a section of fence that was not properly secured.
Right.
Now, I never ride a bike on a track. But you know what I've done a million times? Is open a fence on a track, open the gate on a track to come in and out. As a photographer, I've done that on every track that I've ever been to.
Right.
And they are designed in a particular way so that when you hit that, remember, Colin's a big guy, about 200 pounds, hit that there going 50, 60 kilometers per hour. Some of you all don't even drive that speed on the highway. This guy hits that fence, and it is alleged that the fence, part of the fence broke, and I'm being honest with you guys, on plain rock, his throat was ripped out. And that's just what happened.
Right.
His throat, right? Imagine you are performing at about 100, let's say about 170. You were not full gas yet. But your heart is 170 beats a minute. Most of your eye watch would have been beating out. Like, okay, go on there. But this is where we are, right? Your heart rate is high, your blood is pumping, right? Your blood pressure is high because most of your work is done in your legs. So that your heart is pushing that blood down to your legs.
Yeah.
Right? When you have any kind of heart or any kind of thing like that, in that kind of circumstances, it's like you're busting a fire hose, it's just going to start spraying. And not respect to the EMS crew, they were on the opposite side of the velodrome. They were on the other side. So you imagine goalpost to goalpost, they run with a gurney, catch up to Colin, and they managed to keep my homeboy alive. But I believe it is over 37 minutes.
Right.
To get first care, and then for him to get to the hospital when he died in hospital. So these are, of course, it is alleged, right? I don't have the information. I was not part of that team, but from what I have seen and what on the video and what I have been told from people who were there, listen, there are people who were right there right in front of him. And they messaged me like, yo, Mr. Dennis, I can't sleep. This thing happened right in front of me. You know what I mean? His wife watching on TV, bro.
Yeah.
His wife watching this on YouTube. See that? And you know, when we saw the video, we were in Grenada for Curved Games. Right? Me and Kwame Lawrence, another journalist.
Yeah.
We sitting down there. I had just come back from Friday training. Right? So they had the kids had their warm-ups and stuff, and our training session was the last one. Kwame has to write the story. I got no phone. My phone dead. By the time I get back to the hotel room, bro, I in a chat with over 500 mainly Trinidad cyclists. Right?
Right.
The 868 cycling community chat. And I see my next project, his name is also Colin Poonway. Colin, who is a cyclist, who is certified in everything, and who rides bike all over the world. He said, Mr. Dick, condolences going out to Colin Creepy Wilson. I'm like, what? So immediately I was like, Colin, what's this? What's this about? What's this about? He sends me the video and photos, man. We started crying. When you see that, and he took the call and he tried to explain what
Yeah.
Crazy.
And let me ask you.
21 seconds, bro, for the camera to go around. These guys, and all in here is the announcer. Stop your race. By the time we got back to where Colin was on the ground, there was a channel of blood on the track, bro. 21 seconds. 21 seconds.
So let me ask you something now. Obviously, there are questions to be raised about safety concerns and safety officers and the inspections and who passed it and things like that, right? What I find particularly disturbing is that this happened over the Easter weekend, and the federation, the Cycling Federation, to my knowledge, I do not know if in your circle you have seen a release of any kind.
They had a release.
All right. So I did not, but I haven't seen that release. But what is their position on this? Like, who approved this? And is it somebody told me that after the incident happened, they carried on with the other days of the event?
Well, okay, so this is where I don't understand what is happening, right? So Easter Grand Prix was rolled into several different events. It was the Caribbean Championships. It was all of these kinds of things together. There's a list of, I think it was the start of America's Track Racing League, right? I don't have the names of all of these events, so I can't tell you. But the first day is not at a track, in my opinion. Once again, this is my opinion, where an event of that class, of that nature, should be taking place. I believe the rest of the event was a UCI Class 2 event.
Okay.
So it has to be on a certified track, right? Which, in my opinion, once again, this is my opinion, which I find it difficult to understand how Skinner Park could meet the requirements of such an event.
Right.
Right? So I don't know how they ended up there on a Friday, but I have my own theories, which date back to a meeting that I would have had with the current president when she got into her first term as president. I was on the marketing committee then, and I was saying, listen, I've been down at that venue. That is before the rail was put up, right? I said, in my opinion, that track is a death trap. I said that to the marketing committee. Rowena Williams, president, TTCA, Toronto Cycling Federation president, was the chair of that meeting, because the person who was supposed to chair that, the vice president, she didn't want the job. And I said, no, I'm not the chair of this meeting. I am not being your marketing person, right? But I volunteered my services, and my advice was, do not go there. And Rowena and her, then she said, well, we're getting money from the Borough Corporation, and we're going. So the matter is closed. So yes, we will be racing. I said, well, I'm not taking photos. I'm not coming to that event. I'm not sharing anything. And I was supposed to be streaming. I said, we're not streaming. Well, we can find somebody else. And that was the end of the conversation.
Right.
And I think that would have been 2023. I have to check the dates once again. But that was that meeting. So that first year, it didn't come off. And then the following year, it went off with the same circumstances, same venue. And a friend of mine, not a personal friend, but someone in the cycling fraternity, a Jamaican guy, his son hit the fence and ripped his knee open, right? Damaged his knee, and never rode a bike again, never got back to where he was. He was a promising cyclist, right? A really nice young sprinter. Never ride again, right?
Wow.
So what I'm telling people is this. They knew, the racing committee, if you worry about what my Palmeiras are and what my qualifications are as a cyclist, start asking questions of the racing committee. They're made up of the coaches, the clubs, the club managers, and they're supposed to know that racing committee is in the name, right?
Yeah.
Let the racing committee come and answer the question, why did you all choose that venue? Ask Rowena Williams. Ask the rest of this Cycling Federation executive, why you all went there? Why you all bring people to Trinidad and you have a Rima We have
what happened to the cycling? What happened to the...
Spend so much money on. Why are you carrying people down in Skinner Park? Why? What was the reason? Just ask that.
Yeah, because people were asking me what happened to the cycling center in is Kuva?
So the second and the third day were at Kuva. And if I'm not mistaken, they are a UCI class 2 event, which gives you points for qualification for everything. So you get general points, right? These qualification points are very necessary. Remember the other day I had a big umbrella with the Federation and some cyclists. They went to court by injunction to tell them, hey, we don't have to come to all your little rinky-dink trials because it don't make any sense for us to ride bike that soon before Panams, right?
Right.
That case, I mean, I'm not trying to question the judgment of any court in Trinidad and Tobago, but I am saying that I think we need to have a specialist court for arbitration of sports here in the Caribbean, because I don't think the magistrates court or the high court understand the little nuances that make a determination, and I also don't think that the court time frame is responsive and agile enough to deal with these issues. But that's a different conversation.
All right.
So the Saturday and Sunday took place at the National Cycling Center in Cuba, which is, in my opinion, to abandon the entire meet because of what happened. I don't think even Colin would have thought that would have been a great idea.
Okay.
Most of cycling is self-funded. These people would have come here for an event that had nothing to do with what took place on Friday. I don't see how Friday's event had anything to do with getting points. I think it was just like another circus sideshow for the main event. That's just my opinion. Arima Velodrome was the natural home of cycling for many, many decades.
Right.
That's there in Caricom Park. Caricom Park was a grass track where you would have had national champions and all these European countries coming in, world champions, Olympic champions racing here. It was an experience.
Okay.
And I don't remember anybody flying and dying down in Caricom Park. And Caricom Park was a grass track, very slippery. But you knew what it was, but it was well designed.
Right.
But anyhow, the Saturday and Sunday event, in my opinion, should not have been affected by what happened on Friday. Even if someone died. It's completely separate things. But they did cancel the rest of the Friday evening event.
Okay. All right. Well, Dennis, I'm just about out of time. But any final things that you want to say in terms of, well, I guess sports on the whole, in this case cycling, but I know you cover all sports as well. You know, I mean, I think we have a lot of work to do where sports is concerned. One, engaging the youths and get them involved in it. Two, facilities for training and for gameplay. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on all of that as you close?
Just for a quick picture, safety is paramount. Whether it's youth sport, recreational sport, safety protocols have to be observed. We have to question everything. If you don't want to talk, no problem. Let me do the talking. You can't hate me more than these people hate me. And I don't use the word like an hateration. I talk about hate, like, don't even talk to you anymore. Say good morning and don't even respond anymore. And that's fine. But I will never be silent. So this idea, let's have a moment of silence for Colin Wilson. No, let's have a moment of rebellion. Let's have a moment of anger. Because injustice can't live alongside peace. Right? So if you believe that there was injustice, talk out. And if you don't want to talk out, send me a message. I want to say it word for word for you. Right? We cannot let this die like that. No. We have to have accountability. I want to see a proper police investigation. I want to hear a proper accounting of everything that was done in terms of safety protocols, in terms of the response that we got on the track, and in terms of why we there anyhow. And let that be the last event racing at any of these little community recreational facilities. Right? That is for sports day, not national events, not for bringing top quality national team riders. That's not for that. We build a velodrome, we spend our taxpayer money on that, and it is a good track. Let's race there. Let's bring the world there. So let's not get this thing. And somebody has to fall on their sword.
Yeah.
Cycling Federation, the entire executive needs to resign. The entire racing committee needs to resign. The people who allowed this to happen and funded it need to stand up and say why they did that, or resign, or both. The UCI, if the UCI knew that they were piggybacking that event to a Class 2 event, then whoever stamped that approval, they need to resign too. And my name is Dennis Allen. And if you want to sue me, go right ahead. Right? But I have no money, I have no house, I have no car. This pair of jockey shorts is from Rattan. So if you want to come at me, understand that you're just coming at me to prove your point. Right? So let's go to court, let's explore every inch of detail. Because the truth will stand up. And if you feel like I'll stand up in court alone, I have very nice friends who have not just Bush law degree, good degree. So let's go.
All right.
Hey, Stefan, my brother.
Yeah, man.
For the moment, and I'm representing, there are over, in my opinion, based on the data that we've tracked, there are over 1,700 cyclists who ride a bike every day. Right?
Right.
When we go out there, acceptable risk is some madman driving and lick it off. That's acceptable risk. Acceptable risk on a drum is you might hit something and you fly away back and you smash your face into the concrete. Yeah, sure. What happened with Colin Wilson, remember that name, folks, was not acceptable risk.
Right.
It was not a freak accident. If someone told you, if people told you, that's exactly what would happen if somebody got drifted into the fence. That's exactly what I said in 2023. So, it's not a freak accident. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, bro, man.
No problem, man. Take it easy, we'll talk. Yep.
Yeah, man, anytime.
All right.
Take it easy.
That's Dennis Tay on the inside there. Dennis has been on the program already. He and Chris Gill, morning to Chris. That situation took place there, that should have never happened. I tell you, a lot of cyclists. I've been getting calls from cyclists saying, Stefan, that track is not for that. That should have never taken place there. And they are raising a lot of questions as it relates to the federation and certain decisions that were made as it relates to having that event there. I mean, we have the cycling center, like Dennis just said, that is designed for this. So a man lost his life when he didn't need to lose his life. And like what Dennis is saying, back in 2023, he told them, this is going to happen. You understand? So some things to think about as we move forward. We got to go to a break. As we go to the break, we have Angel and Amoy with the Autistic Society. We're going to have them on. But as we go to the break, I want to remind you, Setwayola Board has the Holistic Health Clinic. Yes, he does. And they specialize, of course, in managing those diseases, and you could reverse them naturally. So, not managing diseases, but moving you towards reversing the diseases, And it is drug-free, supplement-free root cause healing through nutritional therapy. You can book an appointment now by calling Set on 279-3935 or 761-1952. Get in contact with him today and get started at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic. And we take the break. When we come back. Autism, we'll chat about that. That is a charity that we're targeting for Run Stefan Run. So, yep, let's get going with that. We'll be back. Hello, Stefan Reach Productions. Yes, Run Stefan Run registration, $200. We are getting. Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Reach Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we are dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, You get your customized medal, and of course, you do get a complimentary breakfast, along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run, Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. You have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations. Dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Beje, Awo, Oshuna presents the annual Ogun Festival 2026. Sunday, 12th April from 3 p.m. sharp at number 22 Church Street, Matarita, Arima. For more information, call 388-4606 or 464-9258. The annual Ogun Festival 2026 is on.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
Some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificating culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations: at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, but it's about 90 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock, and we entered our second of three interviews this morning. And it's good to have some guests in studio, you know. Usually I'd be all alone here. So we have Miss Amoy Raymond, who is with the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. She's also a parent. Yes. And we also have Angel Alcazar, who is Angel's Holistic Touch. She usually does the massage therapy on the morning of Stefan Run, and she's also a parent with a child with autism. So we're going to chat with these two ladies for a little bit. Amoy, we're going to start with you as part of the person as the
Center Manager at the Autistic Society.
Brilliant. So tell us a little bit about the Autistic Society and the work that you all do.
So the Autistic Society is celebrating 35 years as an organization where we provide services or training sessions to parents. It's primarily a parent support group. It's an NGO. But we also provide services to children and adults with autism. We follow a parent as a partner model where we coach parents using evidence-based strategies to support autism learning styles. So our services would include, we have adult recreational groups, we do camps for children and adults with autism, lots of sensitization in the community. So April is always a very busy month for us because we do get a lot of requests from various organizations to come in and do sensitization, whether it's PTAs, schools, in the classroom, organizations. So yeah, it's just a big network of connecting with people.
Okay.
And sensitizing people about autism.
And how many parents do you all engage in terms of the parents and children? Do you all engage through the society?
We currently have a membership of over 1,200 people.
1,200.
But
okay.
weekly we see about 100 families every week.
Every week?
Yes. And on our register, we have every day we interview a new family waiting to be added to the Autistic Society.
Wow. Now, that is just people within your society, but there are other groups that deal with autism, right? But in terms of the overall community, like the numbers game, I've always said everything is about numbers, right? So the smaller your numbers, the less attention you get.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, that's just how it is.
That's what the volunteers do.
So while you have your members, the entire span from a holistic standpoint, how many children we have or people we have with autism?
There isn't enough statistics being, the data is not there.
Okay.
But according to the UN, 1% of a population will be diagnosed with autism. So you're looking at over 14,000 plus people with autism.
Okay.
So
all right.
The data will come in if there is when there is proper screening, early diagnosis, and there's a recording of that. So I don't think there is, not even the census picks up on the disabilities or persons with autism, which will give a clearer picture.
All right. Angel, well, you're a parent as well as Amoy is a parent. What is it like being a parent, you know, and having a child with autism? Like, how much responsibility we talking about here outside of the ordinary parent responsibility?
It's a combination, and I always keep it honest and real. When you first, so it's like different stages. First you're in doubt, and then when you go through and you get the diagnosis, you're in shock. Sometimes you could be in disbelief. But what I realized, you have to humble yourself, and you have to know that, listen, this is not about me, this is about my child and what is best for my child.
Right.
And when you get to that phase now, your eyes, your mind, everything, it opens up, right? So you look at the world from a different perspective. It's not just about you. There are so many other individuals that are on the spectrum. The mind is amazing. It works in such a different way. So it's not that, gosh, something wrong with my child. They're not good enough. They're not bad. No, they're literally just wired differently. They understand differently. They learn differently. And it just helps you to see everything different and to put that extra care and consideration into everything. So yes, at times it might be challenging.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes, you know, it's a lot. But when you check yourself and you humble yourself, you know, it's actually an appreciation because you get to be the individual that gets to see about your child.
Right. You said that, okay, it's a matter of, you use the term wired differently. Right. So, it seems like they're very brilliant in terms of their learning.
So,
yeah.
So autism is referred to as a spectrum. So
Right.
you may have individuals who are brilliant, and then you have persons who may also be paired with intellectual disability.
Okay.
So you may have people who are more severely impacted with autism.
Mm-hmm.
I think the challenge with many families is that they take it too long to get diagnosed. Early intervention is not given as early as possible to help children to move along the spectrum.
Okay.
They're not getting the right type of therapy, which they so needed, which will include occupational therapy, speech therapy. Most families are forced to go private because it's not available in the public health system, and we just can't afford it.
Right.
And that's one of the things about the Autistic Society as a support group. We strongly believe in teaching the parents. So the parents can be equipped in knowledge, helping them to understand how autism is impacting on their child, understanding the behaviors, what the behavior means, the function of the behavior, and how they can replace the behaviors with skills. So it really requires parents to be empowered, because it's not your typical way you would parent a child.
Yeah.
You will try to treat your child as normal as possible, because we hear parents say, I try to teach him as normal as possible. But you do have to change the way you're doing it. You know,
Okay.
you can still do it, but you also have to learn how to understand. You know, it requires a lot more patience. And again, it depends on where your child is on the spectrum. Because it means now, when you are empowered, you are now able to advocate better for your child, especially in school, and to be their voice. Because for many of them, they're voiceless. They're not talking. They can't express themselves well. And even when they do, they really can't communicate in a way a typical child will communicate.
Okay. All right. But as a parent, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
my son is 28, so
in-
I've
in
gone
term-
through a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, 28.
28
Right.
years old.
Oh yeah. Well, 28 years, and your son is
6 going on 7.
6 going on 7. Are you 22
Yeah.
years behind? All right. So of course there's I know the communication aspect of things.
Yeah.
There's also a social interaction, part of it.
Yeah.
What is that like for you?
So, let's say if Adonis is here, he would maybe look at you, say, good morning, if he feels like. It's not to say that he's being rude or he's ignoring you, and that's a lot of things that people, they get mixed up, or your child have no manners, or have no brought up. See, it's not that, and that's why we want to educate the public too. They're literally in their own zone. They're in a world by himself, he's enjoying himself, he's communicating in his own way. He might just giggle, or might just glance, and that's it, but it doesn't mean to say that he's disrespectful or anything. So that's where the communication will kind of, it will be a bit confusing, because
Right.
to the I don't want to say normal, the average person, hi, morning, how you going? Son, what is your name? How old are you? And the average person would answer, but those on the spectrum, especially nonverbal or speech delayed, they would not be able to do that, or some of them be comfortable with it, because all that is part of the spectrum as well.
Okay. You talk about intervention, right?
Yes.
What's the age we're talking about here?
Early intervention, as early as possible. I think.
But okay. But when a child is born,
Right.
the doctor that delivers the child knows, well. Do they know that the child is autistic, or is that something that is discovered after?
Typically, you start seeing signs around a year and a half, 2 years old.
Okay.
And this is where you start seeing where the child is communicating, starting to talk, learning to play, interacting with people. So if you are observing your child and you realize that your child is not talking. My son didn't start speaking until he was about 6 years old. And when he did, his words started coming like in single, or he was just repeating. We still have people who feel that cutting their child hair too early is the reason why the child didn't talk, so they're waiting.
There are people who believe that? Seriously?
Or you didn't let the child cry enough. The child didn't get to cry enough. Or you didn't give the child pepper.
Serious?
Yeah, there are lots of taboos around getting diagnosed, and But again, there are the early warning signs that you would look for. It's very easy to find online. Parents can even use something called MChat.
MChat, okay.
Which is like it's kind of like one of the tools that the doctors would use in combination with other screening tools. But the MChat is a quick online check that parents can use to not to diagnose, but to give you a better sense of like what are some of the milestones that your child may be achieving. And then it will say, hey, this child needs to be further screened, right? But there is no medical test like a blood test or brain scan. It's all based on observation. So some people get diagnosed late because they might seem weird and quirky, and they're navigating socially, they're communicating well, but as more demands are placed on them as they get older, that's when you start seeing the differences and how they're learning or how they're interacting with people. And sometimes people with autism also experience a lot of anxiety when they're placed in highly social situations, so there's almost a shutdown. And again, it's a spectrum. When you meet one person with autism, you meet literally one person with autism. So even though they might be displaying similar characteristics, but the way, and I guess it all depends on the environment that they're in, how supportive it is to help people to move along the spectrum as well.
All right, and just to be clear, now, you know, we term a lot, we know terminologies. This is not a disease, eh?
No, it's not.
Let's be very clear on this.
It's not contagious either.
It's not contagious and it is not a disease.
Because I've had where, how is your son? How is going? Oh, he's autistic. So they were, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's not a funeral. Like, why are you telling me?
Right.
Like,
yeah,
you
because
don't have like
this
a
is the
diet.
thing.
That's not it. So.
But people have a lack of understanding for it. They hear any term that they hear cerebral palsy, they hear autism, they hear Down syndrome, they hear these things. And then they're like, you know,
like,
it's
oh.
like, you know,
If
it's
they want to know the child will grow out of it.
Right, but this is like a neurodivergence
it is,
type thing,
it's
right?
a neurological condition,
Right.
And another thing, with our culture, another part is, he will grow out of it, or what is the other term that they like to say? Give him time now. Oh gosh, he will grow out just now. Why are you rushing for? Someone didn't talk, now leave him. Just that's a doctor thing. Please listen to your intuition.
Right.
Listen, you are the parent, listen to your intuition. And again, that's why I keep saying, be humble. Anybody can say what they want. At the end of the day, you are the one that is with your child. You are the one that's going to be carrying your child, saying about your child. You have to be the voice. You have to think about the future of your child. So as soon as possible and as early, anything that you could do to make it better or get intervention, please listen and do it. Put aside your pride, just be humble and do it. It will work out for you.
I just want to add to that, if parents have concerns, they should act on it, because it takes so long to get your first appointment in the hospital. It's almost 2 years for your first appointment.
For your first appointment.
I had to wait 3 years.
Wow.
So do not delay.
You waited 3 years.
For one appointment,
So don't delay if you have concerns.
And the waiting list is very long,
and you
even
need
for
referrals
private sometimes.
to join the clinics.
Wow. Now, just a couple things before we run out of time here. Boys and girls could be autistic.
Yes. So I think when I first joined the Autistic Society, it was often referred to as a boy thing, and hence the reason why you have the color blue to promote boys.
Right.
But girls there are many girls undiagnosed with autism because they might present a little bit differently depending on where they are on the spectrum. So now there's lots of females around the world being diagnosed with autism. It's just that they may present differently. So it's not a boy thing, because most people just think, oh, boys just like to be by themselves and they isolate. But the diagnosis is there for both male and female.
But it's more likely to be a boy.
More likely. Yeah,
Okay.
The numbers support that there are more boys, more males will be diagnosed with autism.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And there's any reasoning behind that? Any scientific?
I guess there is. I don't have enough information to comment on it.
Yeah, because even in the stuff I have here, they just say, they just give you a ratio of boys to girls. Boys are about 4 times more likely to be diagnosed than girls. But they don't give you a reason as to why.
I think because there is the thing that women are more social. And autism is something impacts on there's impairments in social interaction. So males tend to not be as social as females.
Okay.
You know, and again, there's a lot of masking with females, so they are navigating and they're learning and they're sitting and they're watching what's going on. So they might be coming across as being very shy or being very introverted when they may be on the spectrum.
Okay.
You know?
And of course, lights, sound, things like that. Those are things that.
Lots of sensory
Right.
development.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right.
So sometimes
Nice.
you right here, I'm covering the ears. Quick thing though, in regards to the 5K and the run, I wanted to let the parents of the autistic kids, or even the adults as well, know, for the 5K, come on, you don't have to feel uncomfortable. I'll be doing the therapy there. We have therapists there that are well equipped, right? They've been sensitized to it. We have all been around, we are parents too. You don't have to feel awkward or weird to bring your child or your relative or anybody. Bring them. We will see about and let them enjoy themselves. The massages actually help to regulate and to calm. All right, so don't shy away. You don't have to feel weird. It's more than a safe space, and you're more than welcome to come.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to encourage parents to do that, or people to do that, you know what I mean? Because we want to get as much awareness as possible on the day.
Ask your questions. Come and ask your questions.
Yeah. And like I said, come out and support. You all will have a
An
booth.
information booth, yes.
Information booth. You have anything like T-shirts and things that you want to walk with, maybe to sell?
Sure, yes.
Make a little,
Pens,
walk with a few T-shirts. People, or they come out and buy a few T-shirts now. Hey, all right? I alone can't do this, you know. No, but I also want to appeal to what type of what type of assistance you all get from social development?
So we do get a subvention from the Ministry of Health. Again, with subventions, it's very specific on how you use the funds.
From health?
From Ministry of Health.
But you don't get anything from social development?
You're only allowed to get a subvention from one ministry, not from two. And,
so you'll get
but
through health.
our organization rely a lot on donations. Anything that we do, and we write proposals for it. And hence the reason why we were able to launch our greenhouse from funding that we got from the UNDP.
Yes, you all have a terrific greenhouse. I remember
Yes.
visiting the greenhouse, yes.
So that's the goal of the greenhouse, to grow and plant and sell and train autistic adults to help us in this space. But we want the funds that comes from the garden to be able to pay them a stipend so that they can earn some sort of income.
Right.
And it's great for them. We have about 35 adults in our program currently, and there's only one of them who earn some sort of stipend.
Okay.
Everybody else is unemployed.
All right.
And many of them may not have the skills for your typical jobs, and they require a lot of accommodations and sensitization in this space and to teach them how to do the job. So that's one of the goals for the garden.
Okay, brilliant.
Making them self-sufficient as well.
Self-sufficient. All right, nice, lovely. So people, I want to remind you guys, well, now that you have heard from Amoy and Angel, maybe you have a better understanding of autism, and you have a better understanding of what the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago does. And, well, you know now that Run, Stefan Run, of course, you know, we have the event for the athletes and so on and so forth. Yes, we have the prize money and everything. Yes, we give out the bread and everything like that, and all the thirsty for the bread. But no, the thirsty for the bread, I tell you, somebody meet me yesterday, they say, boy, I only enter that to get the bread, you know. I said, but you could have gone in the grocery. You know what I mean? But you'll get your bread and everything. We will give it kiss to make that possible. So yeah, but most importantly, people, remember, we give part of the proceeds. I try to do as best as I can to give a little something back to our charity. And the charity this year, last year it was as well, but I split it in two now. I also did a children's home in Vancouver, but this year it's about the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago, solely and wholly. All right, so we'll see what type of assistance we can give them. So get yourself registered. Remember, you can go to trinbagoevents.com and register online. Her husband has already registered over 100 people. It's amazing. Chucky say he gets sick. The Arangwes crew now. Yeah, remember they used to have the largest. They used to have the largest among the people.
Right.
So they were the biggest group. So they used to get the prize. And
And then along came Andres.
and then Andreas decided, no, this cannot be.
So there's a prize to the biggest group?
Yeah, the biggest group is get a prize.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
what happened is I talked to Chucky, morning to Chucky. So Chucky said, he said 31 people. He said, 31 people there. I said, all right. I said, well, you know, Andreas and cross 100. He said, what? How was I supposed to compete with that? I said, well, I don't know. That's up to you, you know what I mean? So good little competition on the side, you know what I mean, between the two of them. But I want to thank you guys for coming out this morning. Good thing it's this week because school didn't start back yet.
Yeah.
Because if this was next week, oh God, or they might not reach. So people, we got to take a break. But remember, get yourself registered at TrinbagoEvents.com, or you could pay cash to register. Go to any sports and games nationwide. They will give you a promo code. Just follow the instructions on the card. All right? And you will be registered easy as 1, 2, 3 ABC. All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, the Ogun Festival, we'll chat with some gentlemen as it relates to that. So don't go anywhere. We got some more information for you when we come back. It's breaking dawn. It's Thursday morning. We're 21 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. Stay here. Hello? Stefan Run Productions? Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. Where you getting? Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Run Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we're dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast, along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at TrinbagoEvents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. If you have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night. Gospel powerhouse Ty Trebet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley has the band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The Ultimate Celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Earlier, you see this Lord Kitchener legacy? Get your tickets now.
On Saturday, April 18th, which is the 104th birthday of Lord Kitchener, come be a part of the Lord Kitchener legacy at Napa. A musical extravaganza celebrating the works of his grand master with proteges like Chuck Gordon, Terry Lyons, Gypsy, Pink Panther, Anselm Douglas, Young Brother, College Boy Jesse, and a chip off the old block himself, Colonel Roberts. Special guest appearances by the Lydian Singers and Super Padman Dane Gulston.
Backing band, the renowned Vince Rivers and the Soca Unit.
MC Alan the Entertainer. One show only. Saturday, April 18th. Napa. Showtime 6 p.m. Tickets $300 and $250 with a limited amount of early bird tickets now on sale at $15 less. When it done, it done.
Available at islandetickets.com. Crosby's, GAC Electrical, opposite Starlight, Diego Martin Main Road, Jumbo Foods Barataria, All Kenny Sports, Western Union, Tuna Puna, All Extra Foods, Supermarkets, Anthony's by the Park, Fellini Drugs, San Fernando. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Josie didn't warn you.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it was that layer.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Introducing the new Sun Mix Nut Bar. Available in 3 delicious flavors: granola raisin nut, almond cranberry crunch, and coconut almond crisp. All packed on a rich bed of dark chocolate.
Taste the good life, snack right. Taste the good life anytime. The good life. Sun Mix.
Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar. Taste the good life.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations: at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Meje, Awo, Oshun presents the annual Ogun Festival 2026. Sunday, 12th April from 3 p.m. sharp at number 22 Church Street, Matarita, Arima. For more information, call 388-4606 or 464-9258. The annual Ogun Festival 2026 is on.
All right, people, so we are back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and we are joined by 2 gentlemen here. We have Chief Shaka Alexander and Nkosi Kwesi. They're here to talk about the Ogun Festival. The Ogun Festival. I'm going to get my pronunciation right there. And they represent, and I'm hoping I get this one right, they represent the Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Meji, Awon, Oshun. A group which is based at 22 Church Street, Matarita Triangle in Arima, and they're a community-based organization that practices the earth-centered African spiritual tradition of Ifa. The organization was incorporated in 2009. So they've been around about 17 years, yeah? 17 years or so?
More than that.
More than 17 years.
But legally on paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it just incorporated in 2009, but existed before that. All right. Now, gentlemen, I did a little read up. I did a little something. So, from what I understand, the Ogun is a deity of iron, war, and technology. Correct?
More than that.
More than that. Well, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when you talk about Ogun, firstly, Ogun is an Orisha.
Okay.
Ogun is an energy created by our source. We call our creator Olodumare.
Okay.
Now, Olodumare created Ogun as a special type of energy, as a force to clear obstacles. And Ogun is an energy that is all over the world. Vehicle, boat, plane, engine, roadways, tech, that is Ogun.
Okay.
Because Ogun is that deity that is involved in all of these activities.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Ogun
So
is that type of energy.
So, okay, so the festival itself now, what does the festival itself consist of?
Nice question. So the festival itself consists of education, because most people would have a misrepresentation of what Orisha is. And if you have a misunderstanding of what that is, then the deity itself would be misunderstood. So sometimes people would just have the takeaway that Ogun is war. Ogun is not just war. Ogun is that energy that we use as a foundation to help us in times of war. Ogun is that energy that helps humans to become brave. So Ogun is not just about war. Ogun is that inner fire, that inner passion to make someone become the best version of themselves. Ogun energy helps a person to be a better leader, meaning that you have to be brave, bold, strong, intuitive, strategic.
Right.
And that is Ogun's energy, helping that human to cut and clear in order to go forward. You understand?
All right, I understand. Just yesterday I was talking to people about, I was talking on a program with my co-host, we was talking about the power of the mind and energy, good energy, positive energy, negative energy, things like that, right? So we were talking about all of those things, and that the human being has really never, in our lifetime, we never really realize or experience the power that we possess as a being, because we never get into the, how I could put it, boy, I don't want to use the term spiritual per se, but I would use it alongside peace of mind and energy and positive energy. So we never really capture that, or we really never, you know, people talk about meditating and meditation and that kind of thing. Does that form part of any of the aspects that you're talking about here?
Of course, because when we say Orisha, it means that we in our own selves were selected within our physical and spiritual framework to come on earth to fulfill a particular destiny. And it is in our mind. So whenever a human is facing challenges, blockages, issues, the solution itself is within man, you know.
Right.
Because where we came from, we have a source. And whenever we come from a source, it means we always have that connection to our source.
Right.
And that connection, which we call in our way of life, is called the power of our Ori, our inner self, that connects with all the other deities, the other Orisha, helps us to connect with our maker.
Right.
Yes, because case in point, you would be somewhere and your vibes will say go, leave, or stay.
Yes.
That is your connection with the divine, because it comes as if your Ori is also a sensor.
Right.
A city is never destroyed without a warning. It means that the person, in fact, that being who sent you here, have sent you with all the tools and competencies within your Ori to live and survive in this world. If someone is to suffer from accident, robbery, the first thing they would often say, boy, you know, I feel a vibe.
Yes,
I feel
yes.
a vibe.
Just yesterday I was talking about
feel a
this.
vibe.
Yes.
Things don't happen just so, because it's the power of your Ori would act as a sensor. Even in mankind, technology is developed when man itself becomes fully connected within himself to recreate and replicate what is within us. Sensors are within us.
Yeah,
if you don't drink enough water, you will feel a type of way.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
If you are under stress, you would know. And that is the inner sensors through our ori that is innately in us from upstairs.
Yeah, because
Creator.
I tell you, just yesterday I talking this, and I say, we sometimes you live in your life, right? And we were talking about, like, when is your time? People say, that was your time to go. And I was like, okay, if that was your time, you do have freedom of choice, right?
Yeah.
So I say, let's just say I leave here today. And this is how I explain it, right? And let me say I leave here today, and I pack up my laptop and everything, I walk straight out the door, right? And I go downstairs and I jump in my car, and I pull out, and boom, something happen, and I see enemy, right? That would have happened based on my movements in a particular time in that day, right? Good. But let me just say, one of them in the back stopped me and say, let me talk to you for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Right? And I stopped and I say, all right, I'll give them 2 minutes. Yes. Because I had a choice, right? I could either say, nah, call me now. Because this is your cell phone, right?
Yes.
Call me now. And I can leave it at the same time and that something will happen to me. Or I could say, no happen. I will stop and talk to you for the 2 minutes. That 2 minutes that I stopped to talk to that person could change my destiny.
Yes.
In terms of, and that's kind of what we're talking about, because something I had to tell you, give this person this 2 minutes, or don't give this person this 2 minutes, right? And that is the difference between whether you live or you die that day.
Yes.
In terms of living and dying, it could also be financial gain or something like that, or financial losses. It could be all kind of different things. But there is a kind of energy and something that's tell you, people, something tell me, don't do this. Or something tell me, don't do that. And you never really know what the hell it is, because you're really not in tune with your spiritual self, because you mentioned the physical and the spiritual.
It's very much important.
Right. So you had to listen to both sides. And just yesterday we was talking about that, destiny and faith and belief and so many different types of, I don't want to say religions, but different types of belief and different types of higher beings. And how but all of them are centered around the same fundamental beliefs and morals and values. It just might be a different figure. Description. Or description. But all are based around the same thing, and some go a little deeper into that spiritual journey and that mental journey. Nkosi is here. I know we ain't saying nothing yet. I see only Bobby there. So no, but in terms of the part that you are playing in the Ogun Festival, you share some thoughts and let us know a little bit about you and who you are.
My name is Nkosi Kwesi. I am the balogun of Ile Justice Media Worship. The balogun basically is somebody like the security officer of the organization.
Okay.
Traditionally, historically, if you read up on what the balogun is the person who will take charge in times of war, right? That is the person who the community or even the king or the leaders in the community would go to when they have problems, issues within the community, especially, as I say, in times of war. So the balogun is also the war chief,
okay, so
to speak, right? The balogun is also a position closely tied to Ogun, because the word balogun has the Ogun in it, so just as Ole Shaka spoke before about Ogun being courageous, being brave, all that would tie into being also the balogun of the organization. Obviously we're here to talk about the Ogun Festival. This is our eighth. This is our eighth year.
8th year?
Yeah,
Okay.
having the Ogun Festival. We are predominantly a shrine that our patron deity is Oshun, which is in the name our Oshun, right? So our patron deity is Oshun, but obviously there are 401 Orisha, maybe even more. Our patron is Oshun, and Ogun is another one that we choose to venerate and have that festival. Even right here in the land of Trinidad and Tobago, Ogun is a very, very important deity. As I said before, Ogun is the god of iron, the god of steel, our national instrument is the steel pan.
Steel pan, yeah.
And even if you go deeper into the steel pan, when you look at the processes involved in making the steel pan, you can see Ogun at every step. The creativity, the fire, the force that is needed to form the notes on the pan. The actual steel of the pan is also Ogun. The patience to do that is also Ogun, because that takes patience to make a steel pan. Obviously, would be a time-consuming thing and something that needs to be somebody, you need to be patient to do it, right? So all those processes, and I mean, to me, the steel pan is one of the perfect embodiments of different aspects of Ogun. I mean, the most common ones you would hear is iron, war, you know, people talk about those aspects, but they don't talk about the creativity, they don't talk about the patience involved in Ogun. Ogun is also the god of transformation. He's the one that makes change, and the steel pan, again, when we look at this old oil drum, it transforms into this instrument that makes beautiful music for us, you know.
Right.
So all those things going, Ogun is very deep. So I just use the steel pan as the perfect example of what Ogun is about. And it is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. So that, you know, that is not by chance. So Ogun is a very important deity to the land of Trinidad.
To the land of Trinidad and Tobago. The festival itself now, just some little things that people might be interested in, or people want to know in terms of this festival and what is in store for them, right? Now, I know a lot of festivals, they deal with dance and so on and so forth, processions, things like that. Is there anything like that on the schedule for the festival?
Yes, the festival itself, it takes place in different, it takes a process to make it whole.
Okay.
So we often start off with prayers that would open the festival.
Okay, right.
And of course, we would give homage, which is give respect to the other Orisha and ancestors. And of course, we would invoke the energy of Ogun within the festival.
Right.
And of course, we would have a procession that would be throughout the community in order to carry the energy of Ogun in and around the village in order to bring balance.
All right.
Now, it's also important as well to note that persons would come with problems. All of us have issues. Money, court cases, financial issues, plenty issues. But this festival itself, it's an opportunity for people who are looking for spiritual breakthrough to come, connect with oneself so that the energy of Ogun could grant them breakthrough. Additionally, our way of life is not taboo because, you know, the experiences of colonization and chattel slavery has greatly affected African religion and spirituality.
Right.
Because our ancestors who came here, what they had came here with, their names and their ways of life, was ripped away from them.
Right.
And in order to recolonize them, they had to rename them and give them a new religion.
Right.
And that in itself had affected our way of life. So what our ancestors came here with in the early years, which is the purest sense of religion, that was then seen as demon worship. And that stereotype and that stigma has been passed on from generation to generation, that Orisha itself is something to be fearful about, and you have to tiptoe around it. And it is very much not so. It's a living way of life that many people practice. We are not a minority group.
Right.
No. People may not speak of it much because in schools it is not taught.
Right, yeah.
Because it is not part of the national educational curriculum.
Right.
It is not part of it. So hence why now it's important for the sensitization and the re-education and the demystification about Ifa Orisha practice must happen.
Right.
Because our children in the schools system, they are taught everything else.
Except yeah,
Orisha.
that's true.
Is it
yeah.
true?
The teachings are very limited as it relates to that.
And it's a taboo topic,
yeah.
honestly. So it tells us that we need to engage our practice with the authorities on the floor right now to ensure that fairness and equality, it goes across the board.
Across the board. Okay.
So we are now asking as well, side within the festival, so that in time, our way of life could be added to the national paradigm with a holiday, because that is how people would understand that we are people too.
Right.
We have made contributions too. We have struggled too. Our ancestors, you know, they worked hard. And of course, due to chattel slavery and so on, our way of life was pushed in a corner.
Yeah.
So it's important to understand that the vestiges of colonization disrupted our tradition and culture, especially in this land of Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, and well, we just have about a minute left. So, Nkosi, you wanna close off by saying anything?
Just want to say thanks for the opportunity for having us. The Ogun Festival is on Sunday, obviously, as the ad would say, Sunday we begin at 3 p.m. We also have steel pan there, so besides,
all right, nice one.
You know, we have drumming, we have singing, obviously, we have information being shared, we will have discussion, lecture, and steel pan, you know, so we asking everybody to come out, have a good time, you know.
Nice
come
one.
And enjoy and celebrate. Yeah, you can
come out and go out and have a good time and get educated on on the whole movement, man.
You should come. You should come.
Yeah, well, where is it?
Arima.
It's up in Arima.
22 Church Street, Matarita.
All right, 22 Church Street in Matarita. Also, it's up at the headquarters.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, cool, man. Yeah. So in Arima, make sure go check them out. It's past through one side area. No, one side area. I don't in Woodbrook here. Oh. But once my schedule not too tight because I have a little run coming up, a little 5K, and I have a little meeting and thing on Sunday. But I'll see how that goes. That's in the afternoon time. This starting from when?
3 p.m.
Yeah, from 3 p.m. Yeah. All right. So we'll see if we could fit that into the schedule. But in talking to you, I already realized, you know, I have a little idea as to you know, the spiritual side and that kind of energy now. Because I tell you just yesterday, I had no idea that the interview would go this way. Just yesterday, I always tell you know, I just always experience some kind of conversation somewhere that has lead me into something that I may not know too much about, and then I could relate based on something that happened the day before or something that happened the day after or some kind of thing like that. And just yesterday, along the lines of what we spoke about this morning, we were talking about that. So interesting discussion, interesting to be interesting. Religion is a religion.
A way of life.
A way of life. Interesting way of life.
Religion as well.
To you know, to explore and educate yourself on. And yes, you do have an excellent point. There has been a misunderstanding of Orisha.
Very
right?
misunderstanding.
Because I always, and plain talk bad manners, right? A lot of people, when they hear Orisha, they think Obia.
Yeah.
That's what they think. They draw the line and they say, but I have Obia thing, you know. It have a lot, I'm telling you, it have a lot of things. When I growing up small,
you see?
And you hear, seriously. You see like spiritual Baptists and you know, you hear Orisha and that kind of thing. You as a little child now, because of the misconception and the things that your parents or your grandparents or whomever are around might tell you, because they have a misconception of it, it put a little fear in your mind that these are people that you have to kind of be careful with, and you know. But as you get older and you start to, read up a little more and you start to educate yourself a little more. And that is why I understand the point that you're making with the schools. In order to clear that misunderstanding,
it must be added.
There has to be some sort of education on it. Because if you're not educated on something, then you live in ignorance, you know what I mean? So something to definitely look at. I want to thank you guys for coming through this morning. And we got to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up. Stay tuned as we get to the birthdays when we return. More breaking on for you after this. Stay tuned.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Beje, Awo, Oshun presents the annual Ogun Festival 2026. Sunday, 12th April from 3 p.m. sharp at number 22 Church Street, Matarita, Arima. For more information, call 388-4606 or 464-9258. The annual Ogun Festival 2026 is on.
Hello? Stefan Run Productions? Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. What are you getting? Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Run Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we are dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast, along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. You have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Scandal in San Fernando, you asked, then we listen. Scandal in Citrus is coming back to South at Zappa. 2 nights only. Saturday the 11th of April at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 12th at 6:30 p.m. Tickets available at K-Squared Fashions, at C3 Center and Brenton Mall in Chagonas, and at Fens by the Roundabout in Marabella. Box office at Zappa opens from Tuesday 7th April, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Scandal in Citrus is back, and we're at Zappa, San Fernando. It's a bacchanal.
Scandal in Citrus.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Let's get it started. I say, whoa, yo, all so come and
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet. Located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Barrowsell Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
All right, people, so we are back. I got some birthdays to deal with and then we're out of here. So let's get to those birthdays immediately. We got to say happy birthday to Michael Engliang, coming on from Lana, Jaden, and the entire crew. All right, all your parents, your in-laws, everybody, and myself, Michael. So happy birthday to you, man. Also, happy birthday greetings going out to Sarah. Greetings coming from Dad Ringo, Mom Ferry, Brother Raj, also the rest of the team, and that's the music boss. The rest of the team music boss. So happy birthday going out to Sarah. And what we got here? We got 2 more. Happy birthday to Grandma Babes, otherwise known as Kamala. Would like to wish you God's continued blessings of health, strength, happiness, and many more prosperous years to come from Amit, Anjali, Sanjeev, Sanjana, Sophie, and the whole family. All right, so happy birthday going out to Kamala. Not the Prime Minister, another Kamala. All right, and happy first birthday to Arya. On the 8th of April, she celebrated her birthday and she resides in Canada. This is coming from her grandparents, Amadat and Lazina Bahadur Singh. Also her brother David and parents Gabriel and Aliyah, who resides in Canada. Grandma Priscilla and her 6 children who live in New York, and the Bahadur Singh family. Bonia West Aruka, who loves you very much. God bless you and love you from Uncle Amani. All right? So happy birthday to you. And with that, we got to wrap things up, people. And I got to get out of here because I have another job to go to. You could join me on radio. I'll be on 91.1 Talk City. So we'll have some entertaining conversations there. It's fast. It's quickly becoming the #1 show in its time slot. I don't know. I have a knack for it. So you could join me there. I'll be with Mr. X. But as it relates to the run, people, please go get registered as soon as possible. Let us sell out these registrations this week now. Let us hit that 1,000 mark, all right, because I want to get that distribution done. Come out and support. I want to thank Amoy. I want to thank Angel for coming and tell us about autism and the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We also have to thank Dennis Tay for giving us some information as it relates to the cyclists. I will also have tomorrow, Chris Gill. We're going to chat with Chris Gill about that situation as well, because he will have a different perspective. He's a national cyclist champion, coach. He's very, very familiar with that track. He was there on the day. Dennis wasn't there, but Chris was. So we'll talk to Chris because Chris would have seen it firsthand. We'll talk to him. We have David Naked coming on tomorrow, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Sport. He will be joined by a coach from Barcelona, and they have a football initiative that's taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. Terrific things on the horizon there. As it relates to sports, I had a big up Minister of Sport, Philip Watts, as well, for the tremendous work that he is doing. And I have to acknowledge the Carifta team as well. They came back with a huge haul of medals. You'll hear about it on the Fifth Officials later on this evening. And of course, we have to thank Chief Shaka Alexander and Nkosi Kwesi. The Ogun Festival will take place this Sunday in Arima, so make sure and check that out. All right? We are out for today. Get registered for Run Stefan Run. Go to sports and games outlets nationwide. Get your promo code, follow the instructions on the card, and get yourself registered, because we're going to close it off very, very soon. Until tomorrow, we are out. Chef will be here. Breakfast will be served. And, yeah, have a good day.